Okay, let's talk about this year. What if you could guarantee it would be different? And no, I'm not talking about another long list of resolutions that you'll probably forget by February. We're going to talk about building a real system, a system for a year of unstoppable progress. You know the feeling, right? It's January 1st. You've got that clean slate, this huge surge of motivation, and you make these big promises to yourself. This is the year. This is the year you'll finally get fit, or save that money, or learn that new skill. And then reality hits. That initial fire just kind of fades. And by February, that big promise, it feels more like a burden, doesn't it? And you're left feeling like you failed again. But here's the thing. What if the problem isn't you? See, this is what we call the resolution trap. So let's break down exactly why this crazy cycle of hope and then failure keeps happening. And, more importantly, how we're going to escape it for good. And this really gets to the heart of it. Look at the two sides here. On the left, you've got those big resolutions. They just create pressure, exhaustion, and yeah, that feeling of failure. But on the right, you have a system. And a system gives you clarity, it builds consistency, and that leads to real confidence. The old way? Well, it practically sets you up to fail. This new way is designed for you to win. This quote right here. This is the whole point. So just let this sink in for a second. The problem is not that you're lazy or that you lack discipline. Not at all. The real issue is you've been trying to play a game without knowing the rules. You were never actually given a system that works. Okay, so if the old way is totally broken, what's the alternative? Well, let's get into the actual framework. It's time to move past wishful thinking and get into a concrete plan. This is it, the 12-month blueprint. And it's so simple, but man, it's powerful. You pick just one meaningful goal for the whole year. Then you break it down into 12 tiny, manageable steps, one for each month. See, the focus isn't on some huge, scary end result. It's all about the small, achievable process, month by month. And here's the roadmap for the year. It's not just 12 random things to do. No, it's a journey broken down into 4 phases. First, months 1 to 3, you're just building the foundation. Then, months 4 to 6, that's when the real effort comes in. After that, you deepen the practice. And finally, in those last few months, it just becomes part of your identity. Doesn't that already feel so much more doable? All right, let's really dive into the most critical part of this whole thing, the first 90 days. And listen, this part isn't about getting results. Not yet. It's about one thing, building the identity of the person you want to become. Everything, literally everything, hinges on month 1. This is the keystone. It sets the tone for the entire year. So what do? It's simple. In the first month, your only job is to show up. That's it. Let's say your goal is fitness. You don't have to do a single workout. Seriously, you just have to put on your workout clothes and walk into the gym every single day. You're not training your body yet. You're training your brain to believe, hey, I'm the kind of person who shows up. Then you just stack on top of that. Month 2, you focus on one tiny thing, fixing your night. Eat a little lighter, get to bed a bit earlier. Month 3, maybe you cut back on sugar and junk food. And notice the key here, we're not aiming for perfection. The goal is just to build awareness and prove to ourselves, hey, I'm actually in control here. Okay, now we're heading into the middle of the year. The foundation is set, and this is where things get real. This is the turning point. It's where real, lasting discipline gets forged. By the time you hit month 4, showing up is just automatic. It's what you do. You've already proven to yourself that you're consistent. So now, putting in the actual effort, doing the workout, eating the healthier meal, it doesn't feel like this huge chore. It's just the natural next step. Your mind is already on board, so your body just follows. And then comes month 6. The honeymoon phase is over. That shiny new motivation, it's gone. This moment, right here, this is the wall. This is where most people quit and slide right back into their old patterns. But not you, because you didn't rely on motivation. You built a system. So this moment doesn't break you. In fact, you've been preparing for it all along. You don't need motivation. You just fall back on your system. You keep showing up, and you don't quit. And that, right there, is how we should think about discipline. It's not some magical trait you're born with. It's a skill. It's a muscle. And it's forged on the days you really don't feel like it. Discipline is just moving forward when motivation has left the building. And once you push through that wall, everything changes. Now you're in the final stretch of the year, and the transformation gets deeper. It stops being about something you do, and it starts being about who you are. So the focus shifts inward. In month 7, you start tracking your progress, because seeing how far you've come, that builds unshakable confidence. Month 8, you start cutting out distractions to really sharpen your focus. And by month 9, you're actually training your mind with silence, with reflection, just like you've been training your body. And by the time you get near the end of the year, something pretty amazing has happened. This goal, it isn't a challenge anymore. It's not something you're fighting. It's just who you are. The habits aren't something you have to chase. They're just part of you. And that's the real transformation, isn't it? Yeah, maybe your body changed or your bank account, whatever your goal was. But the real prize is internal. It's the confidence you build, the discipline you forged, and maybe most important of all, it's the deep self-respect you earn when you actually keep the promises you make to yourself. So at the end of these 12 months, what you have isn't just a new habit. It's not just a different reflection in the mirror. It's proof. It's hard, undeniable proof to yourself that you are 100% capable of making real, lasting change in your life. And look, this system works for anything: fitness, finances, learning a new skill, whatever matters to you. So it all comes down to one simple question. Forget that long, overwhelming list. What is your one goal for 2026?